Okay, I started in show business when I was 16 or 17. I was still in high school, masih SMA. Back in the days, and ada tawaran mau jadi model nggak, padahal waktu itu di Jakarta cuma liburan. The plan was going back to Germany and going to medical school gitu. Terus tiba-tiba ada yang nawarin, do you want to become famous? And when you're 16, school and the modeling and all the lifestyle, ya udah akhirnya milih ya udah deh stay di Indonesia aja untuk jadi model, dan it became more dari modeling, dari main film nyanyi ya. So waktu umur 16 yang ada cuma beberapa majalah, TV belum ada, cuma ada TVRI, RCTI baru. RCTI sama SCTV itu a few years after. Jadi social media belum ada. Jadi it took more work to be where you are. You played in a movie, akhirnya ada di majalah, ada di koran, and that's it. Kalau di sini kan ada social media. People are tweeting about it, people are Instagramming about it. There is newspaper online, there's infotainment sekarang di mana-mana. There's ratusan infotainment. So back in the days, dulu emang it took hard work. You really had to be good. Tapi ya persaingannya juga nggak begitu banyak gitu. Yang main film juga tidak sebanyak sekarang. Yang nyanyi juga tidak sebanyak sekarang. Gitu. Jadi that was the hard part about it. But it was also the nice part about it. Without social media, without Instagram, without all that yang TV-TV yang memberitakan segala sesuatu dengan intensi masing-masing gitu. Jadi it was more peaceful dulu daripada sekarang. Terus terang kalau dalam karir I could be better, tapi because I didn't want to sacrifice some things like my family gitu, my daughters especially gitu, probably my marriage. Before you enter show business, read a lot, get educated first, read a lot of books, have a strong foundation, and learn how to say no, and be proud of yourself, who you are, because there are always gonna be people who are better than you. Selalu ada orang yang lebih baik dari kita, and kita nggak bisa nomor satu gitu dalam hidup ini gitu. We cannot be the most beautiful, the smartest one. We cannot be. There's no such thing. We cannot be perfect. So accept that. Accept kekurangan. Waktu pindah ke LA, di sana 6 tahun karena emang mau konsentrasi ke anak-anak gitu, nggak mau berkarir sama sekali. Pas bukan balik sih kan, ada kerjaan, jadi datang ke sini sebentar gitu, terus and then I got a divorce there. Terus ya buat apa lagi di sana, jadi ya udah deh balik aja karena keluarga di sini. So yang lucu ya itu di balik panggung itu, kalau misalnya ada acara tiba-tiba ada penyanyi baru yang nggak pernah tahu mukanya atau namanya, karena di sana emang I cut myself off from Jakarta 100%, jadi nggak lihat news, nggak lihat apapun itu gitu. Jadi tiba-tiba mereka bilang, halo tante, apa kabar? I was like, did they just call me tante? I said, why did they call me tante? Who was that? Itu agak culture shock sih dengan yang tante itu, because I can't get used to that word. Sepanjang karir nih digosipin terus emang saya, tapi kalau kita tidak ngurusin orang, kita juga tidak apa-apa kalau kita diurusin orang, itu aja. Kita tidak boleh kepoin hidup orang. Berarti kalau kita dikepoin, kita juga we are fine gitu. Jadi kita mulai dari diri kita. Nenek saya pernah bilang ada 3 kategori orang. Ada 3 kategori orang kita yang pertama adalah no matter what you do, these people will hate you. No matter what you do. Yang kategori yang kedua, no matter what you do, people don't care. I don't care. There's no negative, no positive. And yang ketiga, no matter what you do, they will love you. Jadi kita menempatkan orang-orang di sekeliling kita ke sini aja, ke kategori ini gitu. And if you categorize them, you'll be fine gitu. Karena kalau misalnya ada orang yang ngomongin kita kita udah sebagus apapun tetap aja dicari kejelekannya. Yang nggak salah kan bukan kita, yang salah adalah orang itu karena mindsetnya udah negatif aja gitu. Plus if we emang kepoin hidup orang, if we judge people, it's gonna come back to us, itu yang aku percaya. So you just gotta be strong, apalagi di dalam zaman sekarang di mana semuanya open, information is open 100%. We have to be really careful what we read. Kalau nggak kuat jangan dibaca gitu aja, cause it's very negative out there gitu. Tambah lama tambah negatif gitu. I told my daughter waktu dia pertama bikin Facebook gitu, I said, okay, are you ready for Facebook? Cause you have number one, you have an image to keep on Facebook. You cannot just post anything on Facebook. Kan sekarang kan Facebook tuh atau Instagram dijadiin public, everything jadi public gitu. You have to be careful. You have an image to keep, not because you're my daughter, no, because you are you. Gitu. Karena di zaman sekarang kan udah dengan digital dengan gadget gitu, orang semakin lama semakin gak ketemu orang one by one. So the empathy brain is shrinking. You know, if I'm saying it's like autistic, if it's orang bilang autis, it's like the real autist because you're not socializing anymore. You don't have the ability to socialize anymore because you're always on this. Udah nggak bisa baca mimik orang gitu. Kalau kita bilang, oh lo jelek gitu di digital, kan nggak kelihatan mimik orangnya gitu. Yang dibilang jelek itu kan, oh my god, that hurts so much gitu. Kalau kita bilang langsung, kita lihat ekspresinya, kita kan, oh okay, what I said just hurt him gitu. So we have to be really careful what we say and how we react on what people tell us.